This image displays one of two surviving Bank of England £1 million Treasury notes from a special 1948 issue. These notes, also known as giants, were for internal government accounting purposes only and were never intended for public circulation. Note details and history. Purpose: the notes were part of a £300 million loan package from the United States under the post-World War II Marshall Aid Plan to help the UK economy. Issuance: 9 notes with this denomination were originally printed on August 30, 1948, and used internally by financial institutions as records of movement for a 6-week period. Cancellation: the notes were officially cancelled on October 6, 1948, as indicated by the stamp and hole punch over the signature, and most were destroyed. Survival: only 2 examples of the £1 million note survived, serial numbers 00007 and 00008, the latter shown here, as they were presented as mementos to the respective British and American Treasury Secretaries. Legal tender: the notes are no longer legal tender. Value: due to their extreme rarity, these notes are highly valuable to collectors, fetching significant sums at auction. The Marshall Plan, officially known as the European Recovery Program, ERP, was a landmark U.S. foreign aid initiative designed to revitalize the economies of Western European countries after the devastation of World War II. It was named after U.S. Secretary of State George C. Marshall, who proposed the idea in a 1947 speech. Key objectives and implementation: economic stabilization. The primary goal was to combat hunger, poverty, desperation and chaos in war-torn Europe, thereby creating stable conditions in which democratic institutions could survive. Containment of communism. A major geopolitical objective was to blunt Soviet influence and stop the spread of communism, which U.S. officials feared would thrive in economically unstable nations. Economic recovery. The U.S. provided approximately $13 billion, over $100 billion in today's dollars, in grants and loans to 16 participating countries between 1948 and 1952. Aid was used to purchase food, fuel, raw materials, and industrial machinery, largely from the U.S., which also stimulated American exports. European cooperation. The plan required European nations to coordinate their reconstruction efforts through an organization, the OEEC, a precursor to the OECD and a foundation for the future EU, encouraging self-help and economic integration. Impact. The Marshall Plan is widely considered a great success. It provided a crucial boost to European economies, helping most participating nations surpass their pre-war production levels by the time the program ended in 1952. The political stability fostered by the recovery marginalized local communist parties and cemented the transatlantic alliance, contributing to the formation of NATO in 1949. The 1948 £1 million Treasury notes are extremely rare and valuable to collectors, commanding significant prices at auction. Auction history and value. Priceless status. Since only 2 genuine notes are known to exist in private hands, they are essentially considered priceless in terms of standard market trade. Past sales. Note number 00007 was sold in a private sale for £8,000 in 1977. Note number 008, the one pictured, was sold in 2011 for $115,000, approximately £69,000 to £80,000 at the time. In 2008, the number 8 note was auctioned for £78,300. Estimated value. Due to the rarity and historical significance, experts estimate that if one were to be auctioned today, it could potentially fetch between £5 million and £10 million or more. Collectible versus legal tender. These notes are no longer legal tender and cannot be used for face value transactions. They were part of a post-World War II U.S. loan, Marshall Plan, and were for internal government use only, never intended for public circulation. Replicas or film props, which often appear on the market, sell for much lower prices, typically ranging from £10 to £100. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell icon for more update.